he do his best and go fight Earl Spence then. Shut up, take a little bit less money, be quiet, humble yourself, and fight Earl Spence, he a stud. Do what he say, and then you might be the challenger sometimes.
Man, sit your ass down.
I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass Bray.
For all time's sake. As time goes by.
What I do, YouTube? It's your boy King David in this thing, and I'm back at y'all again with another video. So before I get going on the video, man, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, hit the like button, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe one time for your boy, so we can continue to grow like we need to grow on this channel. You know what I mean? Alright, so cool. Y'all see what the title of the video is, man. We going into the comment section today, man. Yeah, we going into the comment section today. You know what I mean? So, you know, I've been posting a little bit more lately, and as a result, the channel's continuing to grow, which is all thanks to y'all, by the way. Salute to y'all, just, you know, supporting the channel and allowing it to grow and flourish and all those good things, you know what I mean? But one of the things I've been noticing is a lot of like crazy ass comments in the comment section, right? A lot of niggas out here saying it with their chests in the comment section, as well as people out there showing love, you know what I mean? So one of the things I want to do, and I'm going to start doing on the regular, and you can consider this the first of an installment series where I'm just going to be addressing some of the stuff that's in the comment section, you know what I mean? And what it is it's me showing love and hate at the same time to some of these niggas out here in the comment section, you know what I mean? So, you know, again, I appreciate everybody for supporting the channel, but we about to get into these motherfucking comments, you feel me? See what y'all niggas talking about on these boxing streets, you know what I mean? And see if we can't shed some light on some of the shit that y'all niggas are saying. But without further ado though, let's go ahead and get on into it, you feel me? And this first comment comes from Shorty Fat. Shorty Fat says, why Crawford fans never mention Crawford losing to Ugas twice in the amateurs? He can beat. I don't know who taught this nigga how to write. Who has Crawford beat up the way Spence beat up Ugas? Nobody. Okay, so Shorty Fat, first of all, why are you niggas bringing up the amateurs? You know what I mean? We in the pros. Crawford got almost 40 pro fights, but we're talking about what happened in the amateurs probably almost, what, 15 years ago? Like, that's what we're talking about right now, fam? And then it's funny how you Errol Spence fans love to bring up Ugas beating Crawford in the amateurs. Let's talk about Brian Castano beating up Errol Spence in the amateurs. You know what I mean? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about all the amateur stuff. Don't just talk about Crawford's amateur loss. Let's talk about Spence's amateur loss to Brian Castano. You know what I mean? And you know, this dude Shorty Fat, he can't be nothing but an Earl Spence fan. He can't be nothing but an Earl Spence fan at the end of the day. We know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. You know what I mean? And in the second part of your comment, who has Crawford beat up the way Spence beat up Ugas? Nobody. I mean, fam, at the end of the day, Ugas was standing right in front of Earl Spence. Earl Spence hit Ugas probably like 1,000 times, right? Like he threw at least 1,000 punches throughout the course of the fight. He hit Ugas with at least 500 punches in the same spot. So you mean to tell me that if Terrence Crawford was able to hit somebody 500 times in the same spot, you don't think he could break an orbital bone or two or three? The fact of the matter is, with Terrence Crawford, when he hits somebody, God damn it, they don't stay on their feet. They're not there to be hit 500 times, because 9 times out of 10 they're already knocked out by that time. You know what I mean? It's funny how you Earl Spence fans like to brag on these things, but really, to me, this is more of a shame on Earl Spence, the fact that he hit Ugas that many times but wasn't able to drop him once. So think about that, Shorty Fat, before the next time you comment something like that on your boy's channel. But let's keep it moving. This next comment comes from Boxing Profiles. Okay, so Boxing Profile says, this is, and shout out to you, fam. You seem like you're a pretty cool dude. Shout out to you, family. He says, this is so funny. Crawford acting like he's a big dog at 147 with one title. He acting like a big dog. How? By wanting a fair deal from Earl Spence? I don't get that when dudes say that. Crawford has a great amateur in the lower weight classes and also at 147. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford has a great resume at the lower weight classes. He's in the bigger weight class now, and he's not the man. He has to prove it in the ring. Therefore, a 60-40 is fair. It's funny how you Earl Spence fans love to bring up these split talks, right? But even Earl said that those talks shouldn't take place in the public. He said that it was a bad idea. He admitted that was a problem. I did a whole video about that. Boxing Profiles that you need to go check out. Earl Spence said that it was his fault. To his fault, he shouldn't have been bringing up all the 60-40, 70-30, all that bullshit, right? He shouldn't have been talking about that in the public. So I don't know why you niggas continue to talk about it. That's one. And then two, bruh, Earl Spence gave Mikey Garcia 50-50. Earl Spence gave your Dennis Ugas 50-50. So why is it such a big deal to give somebody who's a bigger name, a bigger draw, and means more to your legacy? Why is it such a big deal to give somebody like a Terrence Crawford a 50-50 in order to get the fight done, in order to cement your legacy? You know what I mean? The only time something like that becomes an issue is when you feel like you can't win, then you need 70-30, 80-20. You know what I mean? So first and foremost, we shouldn't be talking about this because your boy Earl Spence said we shouldn't be talking about it, right? And then two, you can't give Ugas 50-50, Mikey Garcia 50-50, but then expect Bud Crawford to take 60-40? Come on, bro. And then the second part of your comment, I don't think Crawford really wants to fight Spence. Both fighters have a lot to lose. Besides, isn't Crawford used to taking less money from Bob Arum money because Bob Arum hasn't paid him that much money? Another lie, fam. First of all, Terrence Crawford makes the most money, fam. I don't know where y'all get this information from. Terrence Crawford is the highest. He gets paid more money than Earl Spence. Terrence Crawford made $6 million guaranteed off of his fight with Sean Porter. So, and then that's not including the pay-per-view buys. So he made more than Earl Spence, and then his net worth is higher than Earl Spence as well. So the dude makes more money than Earl Spence. So I don't. How is Bob not paying him money, but he makes more money than Earl Spence, and he has a higher net worth? Y'all gotta stop with all this stuff, bro. And then he goes on to say, boxing fans, what if Terrence Crawford loses the Spence fight? Where does he go from there? It wouldn't make sense to go to 154. Think about it. Well, we're not gonna talk about what if Terrence Crawford loses, because at the end of the day, I know Terrence Crawford is gonna beat Earl Spence, and then Jermell Charlo gonna be next. You know what I mean? So we ain't even gonna talk about that. That ain't even worth talking about, fam. You know what I mean? But salute to you, Boxing Profiles. Salute to you. The next comment comes from Supernova Sun 77. Supernova Sun 77 says, Bud could have made Drool, I think he means to say Earl, but Drool is actually a very appropriate name, actually. Bud could have made Drool the mandatory or the Mando when he moved up, right? But he chose Jeff. So what's up with that? Well, Supernova Sun 77, I actually did a whole video about that you need to actually go check out. All right. It's called The Reason Bud Crawford Went the WBO Route. Check out that goddamn video, Super Son. But I'm going to break it down real fast and real smooth for you right here. First and foremost, at the time Bud was ready to move up to 147, he didn't even have the IBF belt in order to go the IBF route. Okay. So that wasn't even an option, even if the IBF had a rule that was similar to the WBO where you can move up right away and challenge the champion. And then the other thing that I just mentioned or just breezed over real quick is the only sanctioning body that has it in their rules where you can move up and challenge the champion right away is the WBO. Every other sanctioning body, you got to go through their processes, meaning you got to fight your way up to a mandatory position after you move up. Okay, So, I mean, go check out the video that I did about this, fam. You know, I mean, this has been debunked over and over and over again. You know what I mean? If Bud had the option to fight Earl right away, pretty sure he would have fought Earl right away, because when he was moving up, he said he want all the champions, okay? Which included Earl Spence. So, you know, I love when people use this argument because it's so easy to debunk. But again, you know what I mean? Check out that video. Bud Crawford goes, the reason Bud Crawford goes the WBO route. Check that out, fam. And that'll answer all your questions about this WBO route stuff, or IBF route, or whatever it is you want to see. But salute to you, fam. Salute to you. This next comment comes from my guy, Zamola. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I know you one of my day ones. You know you one of my loyal supporters, man. So salute to you, fam. This next comment comes from you. He says, "Peace, David. Hey, Canelo should have told Spence, take a little less money, be quiet, humble yourself, and fight Terrence Crawford. He a stud." Be a challenger sometime. I gotta let my voice crack a little bit when he say that. Be a challenger sometime. In his Jamel Charlo voice. Salute to you, my guy Zamula in the motherfucking building, man. Peace to you, fam. Yes, sir, man. Definitely should have told Canelo, should have told Spence that, man. Absolutely. Salute to you, Zamula, man. Dope ass comment, man. Appreciate you, family. On to the next. This next comment comes from Boxing Trav. Boxing Trav says, LOL, I wanted to hear your commentary, but once you said Jeff Horn, Felix Diaz, and Sean Porter, I realized your commentary isn't fair. I don't get what's not fair about it, fam. They're all pressure fighters. Earl Spence is a pressure fighter, but let's keep reading. He says, Spence has never faced an opponent like Bud. I think we can all agree that he's never faced an opponent like Bud. I mean, who has Spence fought who could even move? Like, that gave any kind of movement. I mean, any. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't seen it. You know what I mean? But let's keep it going. Hold on, here we go. That's why the fight is so highly anticipated. They have a lot more respect for each other than fans like you. Okay? Comparing common opponents is dangerous activity. Look at Pac and Floyd. Manny was able to stop Hatton. Okay? Oscar, Cotto. Floyd was only able to stop Hatton and did that in 8 more rounds. But when they fought Floyd clearly beat Pac. And you know what? It's always interesting when people try to do the Floyd Pacquiao comparison. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, that if you're gonna make that comparison, Bud would be Floyd and Manny would be Earl Spence. If you're gonna make that comparison, Bud is the boxer. Like, Bud is the better boxer. Earl is supposed to be the power puncher, right? He's supposed to be the dude that breaks faces, right? That's what a lot of you dudes say. Oh, Earl broke his orbital bone. He's supposed to have this awesome power. But Bud is stopping guys quicker and more efficiently than Earl Spence, who's supposed to be the power puncher. So how do you figure that? You know what I mean? Like, how do you figure that Bud is stopping people quicker than Earl Spence, who's supposed to be the bruiser power puncher? Bud Crawford, the boxer. Okay. Like, that doesn't make no sense. That's why to me this isn't a 50-50 fight, because Earl is supposed to be the power puncher. He's supposed to be the guy knocking people out quicker, not Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? You know, and that's what separates this situation from a Floyd and Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was known as the power puncher. He was known as the guy that hit hard. Therefore, he was the guy who was knocking people out quicker than Floyd Mayweather, who was the boxer, who was the guy who, for the most part, fight off his back foot, fight defensively, right? But Bud is the better boxer than Earl Spence, but he's knocking people out quicker. But Earl's supposed to be the power puncher. So Terrence Crawford is not only the power puncher, but he's also the better boxer. You see what I'm saying? This is where you Earl Spence fans fall short. But you know, I hear what you're trying to do, Boxing Trav, but it's falling short, fam. It's falling short. And then you say comparing common opponents is dangerous. Well, fam, I mean, that's what we do on boxing channels, bro. We make predictions. We make guesses based on the information that we have. I mean, it is what it is, fam. You know, I know what my eyes is telling me. I mean, everybody ain't gotta agree with what it is I'm saying, but I know what my eyes is telling me. And I know I did a video where I say Terrence Crawford destroys Earl Spence, and a lot of people got real triggered off that video. And it is what it is, fam. I think Bud Crawford gonna destroy that man, you know. And if for some reason Bud Crawford can't destroy him, then I gotta come up here and I gotta eat my crow. But until then, I'm gonna talk my shit. Matter of fact, that ain't gonna happen. So there's no reason for me even say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be right. And at the end of the day, all you niggas commenting all this goofy shit, y'all gonna have to come back on the motherfucking page and y'all gonna have to apologize for your transgressions. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, fam. You know, I mean, I talk my shit. I do my thing, and you know, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But moving on to the next comment comes from my guy Cannons. My guy Cannons is a new subscriber, man. Salute to you, Cannons, man. I appreciate your support for coming through. Cannon says, you are very knowledgeable about boxing. I'm glad I found your channel. Great assessment. Appreciate you, Cannons, man. Appreciate guys like you coming through, man, and showing love and support on the channel, man. You know, that's what we need in order for the channel to grow. We need dudes like you to come through, show your boy a little bit of love, man, and you know, you get to state your opinions too, man. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't no dictatorship type shit, bro. Like, you know, I like for people to come through and, you know, give their opinions or whatnot. You ain't gotta agree with everything I say, man. You know what I mean? But, you know, try to keep it respectful, and, you know, as long as if you come at me sideways, I'm gonna come back at you sideways. I mean, that's typically my rule of thumb, but, you know, at the end of the day, man, it's all love, man. I just want to thank all of y'all for supporting the channel, man, and its growth. It's been a crazy month, man. We've grown. We probably almost doubled in size over the last month. So salute to all my new subscribers. Salute to all my day one subscribers, man. And damn, bro, I'ma holler at y'all on the next one, man. Peace.